Respond. Anna, Andrea, Shasha, Alia. Okay, and I want you to answer. Okay, because most of the time you'll have network issues. Now is it clear? Okay, fine. We'll start compound interest, students. Before starting compound interest, it is a different concept. Let me explain interest. What do you all mean by interest, students? Can someone answer? What is interest? Tell me, what do you mean by interest? Why nobody is responding? It's a banking term, interest. No idea? Nobody knows what is interest? Hmm, correct. Yes, very good. Extra amount, right? Extra. Yes. Just remember, interest is the extra amount, students. Extra amount. I'll tell you why we need to pay all this. And in interest, there are two types: simple interest, compound interest. You should know both. What is the difference? Only then you'll understand how to solve compound interest. First thing, what do you mean by interest? It's a banking term, bank. So when it comes to banking or bank, it is related to money. So if you borrow money from bank, students, if we don't have cash, if you borrow money from bank, let me say 100. Whatever you borrow from the bank, that we call it as principal. Okay, this 100 is known as principal. Principal is 100. Why? Imagine you use this, or let me take 1000 students. Principal is rupees 1000. You're going to keep this for 2 years. Time is equals to 2 years. Fine. So after 2 years, you're going to repay the bank, and this 1000 is you have used it for your personal use. Okay, for your personal requirement, you have used 1000. So the total amount which you're going to pay the bank, the total amount after 2 years, you're going to pay the principal plus interest. Interest is the extra amount which you're going to pay. The reason you pay extra amount is because you have made use of the bank's money for 2 years. Just like that, nobody will give you amount. Okay, you have made use of the bank's principal for 2 years. So you have to pay principal. Let me take interest as rupees 150. So what will be the total amount, students? Total amount you have to repay to the bank? 1000 plus 150. It is 1150. This is the concept of interest. And just like that, bank will not give you interest. They randomly they can't tell pay 100 rupees, pay 200, pay 300. Interest always depends on rate. Okay, rate depends on percentage. For example, they'll tell 5%. Starting it might be little confusing. As we solve, you'll understand. So randomly they can't tell you pay 100 rupees extra, pay 200 or 300. No, based on rate. So these are the three things, students: principal, time, and rate. Okay, principal, time, and rate. Now I'll tell you the formula how to find interest. How to find interest? I'll write it once again. So the principal P stands for principal. You borrowed 10,000 or 1,000. Time period for 2 years. You wanted it for 2 years, and the rate whatever they charges. Imagine 10%. Let us assume 10%. So the formula for interest, students, interest is PTR by 100. What is PTR by 100? Multiply 1000 into time is 2 years. Multiplied by rate is 10. Don't take 10%, 10 divided by 100. This is the formula for interest. If you calculate, two zeros will get cancelled. So 2 into 100 is 200. Is this clear? All of you understood? Interest is how much? 200. So what's the total amount will you pay to the bank, students? What's the total amount you will pay? 1000 plus 200. Total amount is 1200. This is known as interest. And in interest, we have two types. First, make a note of this. All of you will write interest. Put the chapter as compound interest. Yeah, just a minute, students. And this is known as simple interest. In interest, we have two types: simple interest, compound interest. I'll explain what is that. All of you completed? Response students done. Okay. Now, how many year was given? How many year was given time period? 2 years. If I give 3 years, same concept, students. What is simple interest? See, simple interest is nothing but the only difference between simple interest is And compound interest is time period. If it is 3 years, for compound interest you have to show three calculation, students: year 1, year 2, and year 3. If it is simple interest, we don't show for 3 years 3 calculation. It is only one calculation. So simple interest is equals to 1000 multiplied by what is time period given here? All of you respond. Time period is 3 years into 3. Rate is same. Rate I'll take it as 10 divided by 100. Calculate, tell me the answer. What's the answer, students? No. This is 300, right? 300. 300 is the simple interest. I didn't ask amount. Now tell me amount. 1000 plus 300 is 1300. So simple interest meaning is that number of years you have to put total values to it. Whether it is 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, it doesn't matter. Okay. I'll give one more question. I'll solve one more. Principal. First get used to this one. Principal is 1000. Time is equals to 2 1 by 2 years. 2 1 by 2 years. Rate is equals to 10%. Okay, rate is equals to 10%. Find interest, students. Simple interest. Simple interest question. All of you will try this. Convert this time, students. It is in mixed fraction. How do you convert into fraction? What do you get? 5 by 2. Just write 5 by 2. That's it. 1000 into 2 2s are 4. 5 by 2 into rate is 10 divided by 100. Tell me the answer. What is interest and amount? Okay, what's the answer, Shasha? What is simple interest? What did you all get? 250. Anna done? Okay, simple interest is 250. Look, your textbook questions are different, students, but I'm starting from the beginning. 8th standard. 8th standard concept, then 9th. Only then you'll understand. Okay, simple interest is 250. What is the total amount, students? Amount formula is P plus I. What is P value? P is 1000 and I is How much? 250. So the total answer is 1,250. So time period was given in what? Number of years or months? Time period. Time, years. Next question. Same, we are still doing simple interest. Later we'll go to compound. In simple interest time period, students. Time period. Remember it should be in years. Time period should always be in year. Let me take 30, 36 months. And rate is equals to 10%. How do you find this answer, students? 36 month is given. How do you convert into years? Who can answer? 1 year has how many months? 1 year. So 36 months meaning how many years? Look here, I'll tell you how to convert. 36, if you want to convert into years, you can't substitute 36 years, students. See, it is 1000 into time period should always be in year, not months. You can't write 36 into 10 divided by 100. This is wrong. You can't write 36. Instead of that, convert 36 into time period into years. So the concept here is, if you want to convert months, you have to divide by 12, students. Whenever month is given, just divide it by 12. It means month, 1 year has 12 months. So 12 months, how many times 12 goes in 36? 3. So what do you mean by 36 months? How many years? 3 years. This is the calculation. So you have to convert in working column, in place of 36 months, write 3 years. So this is wrong. Simple interest is equals to 1000 into 3. Don't write it. Don't write into 100. Is this concept clear? How to convert? Okay, if I give time period 32 months, students, 32 months, how will you convert 32? All of you will respond 32 divided by 12. Reduce it. 2 into 16, 2 into 6, 2 into 3 and 2 into 8. What's the answer? 8 by 3 years, right? It is just 8 by 3 years today. Remember, 8 by 3. So you write it like this. Substitute 1000 into 8 divided by 3 into 10 divided by 100. Is it clear, students? Understood conversion? Month. Okay. Next one, days. They'll give you days. Either they'll give you years, they'll give you months, or they'll give you days. So if day is given, I'll tell you how to solve. Principal is equals to 1000. Write this question. Principal this time take 10,000. Rate is equals to 15%. Time is equals to 125 days they have given. 125 days. How do you convert days into years? 1 year has how many days, students? 1 year has how many days? So 125 have to divide by what? 365. This is the value. 365 years. So interest is equal to, simple interest is equals to 10,000 into what should I write? 125 divided by 365 into rate is 15%. 15 divided by 100. If you want to reduce 365, you can reduce and write it. Okay, don't write any of this. I just explained the concept. So time period, whether they give 2 years, 3 years, it doesn't matter, students. You take it together and do it. That is known as simple interest. All of you understood the concept now? What is principal, rate, time? Okay, principal, rate, time, interest. Interest is of two types. Simple interest is done, compound interest. Now let us start compound interest. Okay. Compound interest is nothing but we call interest on interest, students. Interest on interest. Interest on interest. Okay. Write this. Give me a minute. Just write interest on interest. I'll explain. Just stay online, students. I'll be back. Okay, let me explain compound interest, students. Listen carefully, all of you. Compound interest. What do you mean by compound interest? What I have written here? Compound interest stands for interest on interest, multiple interest. What do you mean by that? Okay, I'll tell you all the difference, students. Difference. Now, I'll take a question. Do you all know how to find compound interest? Those who studied last year, do you all remember? Nobody remembers? Okay, look here. Principal is equals to 1000, time is equals to 2 years, rate is equals to 10%. Tell me simple interest formula, students. What is simple interest? 1000 into what will you take time as? All of you respond. If 2 years is given, you'll take total 2 years. 10 divided by 100. Two zeros gets cancelled. What's the interest you get? 2 into 100 is 200. So interest is equal to 200. Amount is equals to 1000 plus 200, students. 200. 1200. So when time period 2 years is given, whether month is given, year or days is given, first convert and take the total value. This is simple interest. But when it comes to compound interest, the same question. I'm going to take the same question. For compound interest, you have to show 2 years meaning two calculations. 2 years is two calculations. First, year 1 for first year. For first year, same formula. Interest is equals to compound interest is equal to 1000. But here for first year you have to take time period as only one. That is the difference, students. Look, I'll circle it. Here we took 2 years, but here we are going to take only one. For first year the time period is only one. Other things are same. Rate is equals to 10% divided by 100. I'll tell you the difference. Rate is equals to 10 divided by 100. Two zeros gets cancelled here. 10 into 10. 10 into 10 is 100. So compound interest is 100. Is this clear? All of you understood what I have done? So for compound interest, do we take entire 2 years or year by year calculation, students? We do it year by year. Now what is the amount? What's the amount for first year? 1000 plus 100. So 1000 plus 100 is 1100. Next year for second year, students, remember 2 years, two calculations. Second year. For second year, Amount is 1100, right? That is what you have to take it as principal. For second year, write it like this. Principal will be 1100. So the actual principal was 1000. We are not going to take that principal. The reason is compound interest. On top I've written interest on interest. So the meaning of interest on interest is whatever interest you get first, that also should be added with the main principal. So after adding that, you'll get 1100. Other things will be same. Time period, you have to take it as 1 year. Rate will be same. Look at the yellow box. Rate is 10%. So let us find compound interest. CI1 stands for compound interest 1. Right? CI2. CI2 stands for compound interest 2. This time the principal is not 1000, it is 1100. Into time is 1, rate is same. 10 divided by 100. Two zeros gets cancelled. 11 into 10 is 110. And the amount for second year is, take the main, this principal, 1100 plus 110. 1100 plus 110 is 0, 1. Yes, 1100 plus 110 is 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 0. Is this clear, students? Did you understand this calculation? Shasha, Andrea, Anna, Alia. Okay, what did I do here? For second year, what did I do? Which two we have to add? The principal of first year and interest of first. Tell me what's the total interest earned, students? What's the total interest for compound interest? First year, what was the interest? First year it was 100. Second year, what is the interest? Second year, 110. What's the total interest? This is how we calculate. Total compound interest is equals to 100 plus 110. The answer is 210. So what is the difference between compound interest and simple interest, students? See, for compound interest, the interest was 200, but what is the interest for, for simple interest, it was 200. For compound interest, what is it? What are we getting, students? 10. Which one gives more interest? Which one gives more interest? Compound interest. The reason is, it is year on year, students. This is how you solve compound interest question. Okay, complete this. All of you write the same question, split into two parts: simple interest, compound interest. And if it is 3 years, I'll show you on that calculation. So 1 or 2 days I'll teach basic. From Monday we'll start textbook questions. Complete it. I'll give 5 minutes time. Complete it. Copy the question. Your students done, completed? All of you done? Okay. If it is 3 years, simple interest will be same. Instead of 2, what you have put here? All of you respond. Instead of 2, you should have substituted 3, right? Okay. Now compound interest 3 years today. I'll show you a 3 years calculation. See, nothing different. It is the same. Up to 2 years, what did we get total amount as? For 2 years? What's the total amount up to 2 years? 1000. Okay, let's start solving this. All of you will start the students. First year. For first year, what is the compound interest? Respond. All of you will respond. Principal, how much should I take? Principal should be 5000. Time should be for first year. Time period is 3 or 1. What should I take for compound interest? 1. Rate is same. Yeah, rate is same. 10 divided by 100. Calculate this. Tell me compound interest. Be quick. Write the question. What is compound interest, students? Isn't it 500? Okay, 500. What is the amount then? What's the amount? 5000 plus 500. The amount is 5000. All of you respond. 5500. Now for second year calculation. For second year, what will you take the principal? 5000 or 5500? Very good. Take 5500. What is the time period you have to take? Time period will be only 1. And rate will not change. Rate is 10%. Calculate compound interest. Calculate compound interest and amount, students. What's the answer? Isn't it 550? Now, how many years calculation did I show students? 2 years is that? What how many years to show? Okay. Third year, what will be the principal? How will you calculate the principal for third year? Before that, what you have to do? You have to find the amount, right? What is the amount? 5,500 plus 550. Calculate. So this you have to take the principal for third year. Third year. Calculate the principal. Tell me the principal, students. Okay, what's the amount? Sorry, first tell me the amount. 0, 5, 6050, right? Start the third year calculation. This is how compound interest works. Year by year you have to show and the value will keep increasing. It is more than the simple interest. Find it. Time period is take it as 1 year. Rate also same. Tell me the final answer. Yeah, tell me the value, students. What is the compound interest? It's an interesting chapter, but very lengthy calculation. It is easy and interesting. But calculations are too much. Each and every year you have to calculate. There is also direct formula. That will start tomorrow or Monday. I'll teach you a direct formula. For now, we are doing year by year calculation. What is compound interest? 6050 principal into time 1 year into 10 divided by 100. Two zeros gets cancelled. What is the compound interest, student? 605. Now let us calculate the total compound interest. Total interest, add all 3 years interest. First year, what did we get? First year it was 500. Second year, 550. And third year, 605. Calculate. I'll tell you how to find the total amount. I'll tell how to find total amount. What's the answer, students? 1655. This is the total interest. How will you calculate amount? What's the formula I gave you all for amount? Principal plus interest. Why nobody is responding? All of you are silent. Are you all sleepy? Alia, Andrea, Anna, no, right? Okay. Tell me the value, students. What is principal? See, ignore all the principal. What's the main principal they have given? Main principal 5,000. Main principal 5,000. Interest meaning total interest. What is the total interest? 16. Okay. Total interest. What is it, students? 6,655. So at the end of 3 years, how much extra amount you have to pay to the bank? 1,655. This is known as compound interest. If you calculate simple interest, look here, I'll do it. For the same question, I'll calculate simple interest. It will definitely be less than 1,655. Enough. This is the last part. Tomorrow we'll continue. Tomorrow there are few more concepts. I'll teach all that. Okay, you all do one thing. For the same question, will you all try compound interest for homework? I mean simple interest, all of you all? Response, students. Okay, take the same question, principal. For simple interest, how do you calculate? Year by year or only 1 year? We take all 3 years together, right? Yes. Calculate this, take down the question. Same question. You tell me the difference, students. Find the simple interest for homework and tell me what is the difference in interest. Tomorrow you have to send it to me. Tomorrow you will tell me the difference. Who gets more? Simple interest or compound interest? Okay, complete it. Try it for homework, copy the question and we'll continue tomorrow. Log in at 12:40. Same. 12:40. 12:40 to 1:40 I'll continue. So join at 12:40. Sometimes I might be late, 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes late. So stay online. Done? Okay, fine, students. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay, 12:40. Attend at 12:40. All of you can leave. That's it for today. You all can leave.